Welcome back to Kracken Elite. We are cracking on with this war. We are very hopeful that this is going to be a short, victorious war, and we need the population. I do see our little amphibious friend here is rearing his head, so we're going to again start walking that direction. We are rushing with units there. I don't want to strat move because I don't want to put strain on my logistics right now, not when we are shooting. And we didn't see, where did that guy go? Okay, that's concerning. Okay, I may need these guys to pit stop right here. That is quite concerning, actually. Okay, you guys, I want them to get over here as soon as possible. So I think we're gonna make our way. What's gonna be fastest? Probably cutting through the hill for him. Probably the same there. Yeah, we're gonna try to get there as fast as possible over here. We're gonna try to abuse the knowledge that this guy should be forced to retreat back out that side, not over here. Let's see if that's the case. That's a little interesting movement trick. Now that I know that they can't retreat into my owned territory. So that is actually handy. Okay, and you... Okay, we can't quite get around the corner like I wanted. Get one in there. Okay, and I think we're just gonna slowly roll up the side here, trying to kill off a lot of the vehicles with our tanks, who seem to be doing pretty good. Do I want to do this? Let's get in position here. I want to roll up the flank the best I can. I want to try to get them into a point where maybe I could get a surround or something off. So I think that's going to be the plan over here. Okay, hopefully these guys do not mountaineer their way in. I really don't want to give up this position. So hopefully, even if they do move, I don't think they could get three hexes over here. That does remind me. I need to give this governor a call. We need to do zone orders. Wilkins, let's not call this Wilkins. This is going to be South Sea Town. There you go. And you are going to be allowed emergency food. I think we're going to unincorporate you for the time being, because until we get some quality of life stuff in here, that's not going to particularly matter. And I'm just going to make it even worse for myself trying to keep them here. We're going to provide a public budget, and I do want to give them, yeah, I was going to say 50 worker. I guess that's fine. We're not struggling for money, so we'll leave that alone. Confirm orders. There we go. Get them a little bit of cash. Hopefully they'll build some stuff. They did build themselves some food, so that's good, but they're having problems getting the pop. I'm very, very, very concerned about this population problem. Quintus requests permission for personal guard. All right, Quintus, what do you know? Let me be frank, I have enemies even within our nation. Okay, yeah, you are a troublemaker. That makes sense. Therefore, I request permission to form my own personal guard. Fist is sneaking up. We're gonna say no to that for the mind. If memory serves me, 70 mind got me something good if we could get that unlocked. No, we're not going to do that. Simba, you are becoming more and more of a troublemaker. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. We have an estate. How are you feeling, Simba? Are you crying about that? He's crying a little bit. And he's already got an estate, so I can't do anything about that. What if we gave you just like a little pat on the head? Let's see, a little bonus. There you go, Simba. Just a little bonus. Not a big one, just a little one. Okay, we're not going to have troops. Troops are going to become more and more of a problem. At least I have the public sector. Looks like it's basically fully employed. Almost fully employed. But now I think we have robbed out all that population, yeah, from the private economy. So that should make them try to pay more, I think. Yeah, look at that. They jumped back up to 5. God, yeah. Not much I can do about it. Not much I can do about it. Okay, we've done our moves. We've done our moves. Do we want to play a card? We do have a spy. Let's get some more spies in over here. Miners, annexation, proposed peace, minor war, offer client. Yeah, see, I was going to come in here and do some of this stuff, but they declared on me the turn we were going to look at it. So moot point. Okay, we do have infiltration. Infantry forces get 40% on attack and minus 30% on defense. That's not terrible for what we're doing. Blitzkrieg, not really what I'm doing. Recon and force, not really what I'm doing. Okay, this infiltration, I think we're going to play, and we're going to do that on the light infantry. So we don't want purple getting attacked, but I'll take that extra attack for them. We've already moved everybody that we can. Let's save up those points. I do want to do another Mission Impossible because we got some other fate cards we could play. Go ahead and roll through there. Sea Worm, keeping my eye on him. Trouble's what that is. Yeah, I think we're going to have to deploy this MG group right here. Not what I wanted to do, but yeah, I can't let green sneak in here. I would have preferred finding green, but this has a city, and I don't necessarily know how big or what's up here. I need pop. I need this pop so bad. I'm very concerned. If we have horrendous casualties, we're not going to even be able to replace them. This planet didn't have... Oh no. This planet didn't really have low pop, so they're just not living here, which is a problem. We lost efficiency goals. Okay, we gotta take note of that. Develop the Rocky. Okay, they're fighting. Easy come, easy go, I suppose. That was kind of nice when we had it. Get some extra recon. I will accept that demand. New org. We don't really need this. I'm gonna say no. We're just spreading ourselves thinner and thinner if I do that. Okay, I will go ahead and let's develop the APC at this point. So a Gauss machine gun. Nope. We're gonna do this properly. We're gonna go to blueprint. I do think it's worthwhile doing it this way. All right, Gauss machine gun. I like to make these maximum armor. You can't get better than this. And this makes it so early tanks are gonna struggle with you a little bit. And then I guess it's gonna need a heavy engine. So it's not gonna be the most efficient. We're really hoping for a good engine roll on the design. I could see us using these, so I do hope we get something decent out of it. They're not that expensive to design, so go ahead and do that. Okay, we're almost up to another group. Okay, here, you're gonna plop in there. You're gonna go counter him. Yeah, work your way, work your way. Okay, that's good to know. I'm gonna put him in there for now. I just don't want them getting into these heavy mountains if I can help it. All right, you guys are working your way through the mountain. You... Basically, we're using you as extra recon for the moment. Not stellar use, but it is what it is. Okay, over here... Yeah, so this guy would only be able to retreat into there. What are the odds that we could take this? Probably pretty low. I'm going to give that a shot, though. If we were to win this, we would cut these guys off. And then my tank, pretty certain, could take them. I just don't know if we have enough AP to kill this many guys. And it's looking pretty iffy. So we did lose 2 buggies. That's okay. We have 2 spares. And next time we build buggies, they'll be the better buggies. Yeah, if that was the better buggy, I think we could have done that. Okay, you are looking a little tired, but I think you'll be okay. Go for it. I am sending them some extra cover here. Okay, we did push them back, which is perfect. We're kind of getting out of range with that guy. I'm going to put him up here. Okay. Still not really in the position I want, but it just is what it is on that. Replenishments, we do need a few. Just do what we need though, not go crazy. We're gonna use up the buggies, that's fine. I have another buggy up here, don't you? Yeah. Think I'm gonna, well, no, let's leave him here. I was gonna say, maybe we might do some attacking over here, so the buggy would be more useful for the recon, but I don't think so. I think we're gonna leave that be. Okay, 75. Is it time for Mission Impossible? She's feeling in a good mood. Let's do it. Failure. We only got 1 point. You had to try really hard to get that. You rolled a 10. Okay. Okay, I guess. All right. If we did want to spin that, we have Supreme Leader Day. Don't really care. Zone. Okay, we could do a scientific outpost. Boomtown. Now, Boomtown, we can raise population. I don't know if this creates pop or just moves them around, but that could be a thing. For leaders, Frontier Inspiration. Troop morale limit plus 30. Higher if leader is within 2 hexes. If we build like a really big crack unit of like tanks or something, that might be a good one for that. Cast growth increased by 2. I'm going to assume that this would be for the governor of the town. So this might go to the governor when we conquer that town. We also have some political aid trucks. Let's add those to the tanks.
Wilco. Wilco.
There you go. I mean, do I try this again? You know what? Never mind, I can't afford it. I was gonna say let's try it again, but I don't know. I feel like the AI has eclipsed me in this one with the amount of cash they were splashing around there. I'm very concerned about that. Oh, freak. All right, T, come here. There we go. That's what we needed. Maybe that's what our empire needs in the game. We need some tea to import to inspire our people. It's so cold where we live here. It's a shame that we didn't start a little further north. I really would have liked to seen if we could have done some open air farming. Okay, that's what I didn't want them to do. That's fine. We're gonna have the line this turn. Oh, I should have expanded that road right here too. Keep that road coming. I think our main goal on this side is literally gonna be, I think we're gonna shove that tank in there. That is how we're gonna win this. Yep, keep that road coming. We're at the end of our logistics here is the problem. Okay, now I want you. Okay, you can take that. Okay, we're gonna have to do this, which is a little bit awkward. Not quite what I want, but it is what it is. Okay, tank, you are also not full. I think that's okay. Okay, let's send both of you in. I don't know if we have enough AP for this. Did take a loss. Okay. I was a little underpowered for that, and he got a kill because he had the warrior attached to him, but otherwise he would not have. Okay, we did have 1 tank loss. That's, I don't want to call it good because it's not good, but it's acceptable loss, I suppose. Okay, here, we're probably going to fight in this square, but I'm going to chance it. We didn't. Okay. In that case, keep marching. Yep, I want to push as close as I can to here. We may even swing the tanks up if I think that that's faster. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I guess it's the same, and we might be able to get a surround here. Okay, so we are gonna need replacement troops. Okay, we need buggies, but we are gonna get the buggy 2s. These are gonna be much better than what we currently have. And we need light armor, a blitzer. It may be worth considering a second blitzer even. We could support it. We'll consider that. I do know my food is recovering, but not like super fast. We're not building anything because I'm very concerned about population. Maybe we could slip in a depot. And what I really want is a granary, food silo, I guess they call it here. I could store an extra 1,000 food. Does take a few workers. Maybe not. We're not full on ammo. We actually, ironically enough, we could actually look at just starting our rail, but I don't want to go the route that we have connected right now, so I suppose that's kind of a meh. Okay, we could do a bureaucratic office. We're not going to have the power for this. Actually, no, I take that back. We must have just finished our solar plant power not too long ago. This is a lot of people, though. That's the thing. I don't think we can do the people. We could probably swing the high command. That could work. Yeah, the high command might work. It's not that many more people. It does take forever to build. We could afford the extra industry. We could go industry 3. 900. Okay, so that would be 4,500. We would barely, but we would have the metal for that. Heavy industry, we probably don't have that. Biofuel, no. We are getting kind of low on scab points here. I just think we wait. Okay, yeah, that is what that is, I think. All right, you guys. We're gonna take over for him. You're gonna go into that one. Okay, so you're gonna go there, you're gonna go there, you're gonna go there. So you two swing around this way. I'm just gonna hold this for the time being. I don't want them in these thick mountains, so. That'll free this guy back up. I would like to keep one of these guys to defend my city. Although we do have that infantry here now. We also have another creature down here that might need countering. Okay, that stalled out a little bit. Militia learns from experience? Just yes. Foreign affairs, no change. Buy IP, yes. Also wants to buy IP. I think we're gonna yes it. He's not paying very well. You know what? Don't be so cheap. That's a horrible pay. Offer to buy slaves. They're quite interested that we should buy a group of slaves that they have amassed next to one of our frontier guard posts. Yeah, we'll free them. Sure. I desperately need population, and that's not that bad.
Understood.
Plus, they're not in our territory, so they're not causing me the problems. We learned last season that if you leave them hanging around, they steal 1,000 pop every turn. So unless you can just buy a few thousand pop really quick and then get rid of them, you definitely should get rid of them, not let them hang around. Okay, is that it? We do have another... Do we have another Mission Impossible? We do. You know what? Go for it. 2 more points. Make hay when the sun shines, I suppose, there. We'll keep grabbing those. All right. It's really going to come down to, can I do this with one set of tanks? Ideally, we just want to bang like 1 hex every turn until we get to the city. I may need something to arty this. So we may end up recruiting 1 independent artillery. I may have to do that. We'll see. In the early game, tanks are just really, really good. If they can't pin the tank, it's very difficult for them to win those fights. They're basically relying on me, like, running out of action points. Yeah, they're not even pushing forward. That's a good sign for me. Green's pretty dug in too, though, so take that with a grain of salt, I guess. Volcanic energy tapping. Okay, cool, but... Okay, RPGs. See, okay, so this is discovery, not operationalize. Another zoo project. Started an auction. Okay, so BP production. I'm gonna say no. We've agreed to a couple of those in a row. Okay, we did get the new bazooka. Start development. Build upon the hollow. Okay, this is gonna double the firepower. We're also gonna give them better armor. So pretty good there. Set operationalization. Okay, current target BP is 980. I don't think we want to change. Let's keep working towards light armor army. Not my favorite one, but I don't want to switch out and just start from zero again. Okay, minor worker strike. We pay them. We like that one. All right, here let's be a little more serious, I guess, and try like an 8K. Because we don't own any shares apparently.
Aye, aye, sir.
We've lost all of our shares. Very sad. Okay, move in, move in. Okay, that frees you up. Move down the line. That frees you up. One, two, three. Why do I say? I feel like I have an extra guy. Who are you? Oh, you're RPG. Oh, yeah, you're RPG. You should not be holding that alone. I'm fine if you're up here, but yeah, not alone. All right, and then you, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think you're in range. I think it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we should be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then either you just hang out over here. Yeah, let's just hang out over here. Keep this line nice and wide while we hopefully blitz this down. All right, you've got some supplies so you can move up. Okay, you guys did not get what you needed. Let's reposition. I don't know if I want to walk into that pocket. That's kind of asking for it. I don't think I'm going to walk into that pocket. All right, over here, I can't believe this would be empty. Let's... Okay, we have... Okay, so all of the pink ones can move up. Okay, that's what we needed to see. If we wanted to attack here... I wish it would show the AP of these guys. Okay, you're the one I would want to attack. So you and you. Okay, you're saying we would win that pretty heartily. All right, let's give it a shot. We out-tech these guys pretty strongly with those Gauss weapons. Now, you stay there. Okay, a little... No, I don't think I'm going to chance that. That's probably too much greed, even for me. Okay, there we go. 200 people. Buggies did not make it down here. That worries me. Yeah, you're having fun. We're almost done with the apartments. We're almost done with the apartments. I think that's all this place is going to get for the time being. I would build more stuff, but I just don't have pop. We just have no population for it. So... I don't think that's going to really do much other than raise my costs and spread us even thinner. I think that's going to be... We'll check. One spy, sure. I want to get to the point that I actually can see where his troops are if possible. You know what? Sure. We'll do a war game. There you go. Play a little Warhammer. All right. Please deliver my tanks. Pretty please deliver my tanks. I feel like that shouldn't be a problem here. And I don't really have a good way to solve it if it is. Because even if I went up to truck station 3, I don't know if we have the workers to work it. So I don't think that would solve the problem that we're having with the logistic points there. Okay. Okay, they were not brave. Okay, I was gonna say they're not brave enough to step up. I would figure they would have taken that one. I am pretty confident that we will not lose once we're entrenched to these guys. Us having the Gauss weapons pretty much makes us invulnerable unless they have combat armor. I don't think they do. Okay, extra passion. New bazooka. Our bid failed. 9,600. Man, that's not good signs. Wants total power over estates. Nope. We're going to keep people happy and we're going to keep that mine score up. Model design, no changes. Okay, I don't think we have anything in here that needs to be upgraded. I did design an anti-tank gun, right? Model, yeah, we have one. How did you turn out? Perfectly fine. Motorcycle turned out, yeah, it's fine. It's good. Okay, our APC is pretty juicy. Like that. Yeah, okay, we fixed most of the problems that the hollow gun had. So, while the hollow gun didn't really do anything, he did get us 70% field testing. So there is that. Let's get the one we have upgraded and see if we can use him just to farm more field testing for the next version. That's a pretty good use of our time. Yeah, our buggy's a little weak, but they're not terrible. I'm pretty dang happy with what we have. We don't have any stinkers. Okay, no orders for the time being. They want to buy our IP. Okay, so he's paying about 1.5 credits per IP. That would make people happy. All right, we'll yes that one. I'm going to be sitting on extra, I think, quite often. Okay, so you... if we're having all these logistical problems, I'm actually going to pull you back towards the logistics to make that a little easier before we try to upgrade. Okay, we did get the supplies back. All right, let's be... They didn't actually take this. Okay, let's be spicy. Okay, you go there. I'm actually going to have you 3 attack. Can you take out a buggy on the offense? They're not like real buggies, I guess. Because then you can move there. And then over here, what if you 2 attacked? I'm being super greedy, but I do feel I'm a little bit on a time limit here. Okay, we pushed them back, which is totally fine. What I wanted to do for that was I'm preserving my strengths for these 2. Oh, it's in the snow. My buggy died. I don't have enough to attack. My tank does. Treads do better in the snow, but he has so little AP. I don't think I'm gonna push that. Okay, you can't move up. You can. Yeah, I'm not really worried about down here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna focus on pushing my armor up to here, and then these will naturally fall back. Or if they don't, well, then I'll just take it. All right, here. Let's have 2 attack. These are not even upgraded, I don't think. So these are... Yeah, these are Elite 2s with some Elite 4s mixed in. And we did have a little bit of loss there, but that's okay. It's gonna happen. And then they're only gonna get better as the Elite 4s filter into them. Heck, we might even be able to... I don't know if we could assault the town with these guys, but we might be able to help clear the path. Okay, you are raring to go. Let's see what our chances are. That's not terrible. You know what? That's not terrible. If I can just get them to shift out of the way for my tanks, I'm fine with that too. Like I said, the goal is to get them... Yep. I can't move you because that would open us up. But I could have you step here. Now, he's in pretty danger. But again, like, okay, then you just make room for my tanks. And I'll just attack. And if these guys move, then my tanks can drive up to here and then we can get in there. You are moving down. Got 16,000 more metal to go. We are overproducing energy. We're losing 120. That feels dumb. Let's upgrade the mine. That's kind of a mid-ground one. Use up some more energy, get the metal a little quicker. Not going to be too many more workers. I'm okay with that. Okay, nation. I don't think I have anything crazy. We could do a cabinet. All for the front. Okay. We could fluid defense. That's not really the right unit for that though. Okay, we could recon and force. What are we running on pink? Are we running anything there? Where is he? You. Oh, we're running infiltration. Oh, that's probably partly why we're doing so well here. That's fine. Green is also having to do some attacks, so I think I'm gonna chill on that. But you, the first is not running anything, and there's no reason not to, right? So, while this isn't ideal, we could give them fluid defense. Yeah, let's just wait. It's not like this is getting hot on this front at the moment. Okay, let's play something though. How about a cabinet retreat?
Order acknowledged.
Plus 12, keep everyone nice and happy. We're definitely getting a lot of value out of that. Keeping everyone's mood high so I'm not getting just chain bad events, I think is helping us an absolute ton. That is so bad when it's like, oh, there's this bad event. Oh, you failed the roll for that. Now they have more unrest. Oh, the unrest caused another bad event so that you could fail that one. We're gonna have a little bit of that hopefully when we, well, not hopefully, but we will when we take this town hopefully soon. Also, hey, those were ruins down here. Okay. Maybe we could get some artifacts. Very disappointed that our starting little blob didn't have any. And I'm pretty certain that there is another town in there. I could be wrong about that, but I think there is. Yeah, that's Green's homeland, the one who's invading us. Guided RPGs, okay. Nice. Found some metal. Okay, the sea people are attacking each other. I don't really have a dog in that fight. Okay, you, hollow points, upgrade. All of you in here. Mass upgrade. Okay, cool. We are gonna get that RPG, but I'm gonna try to hold off redesigning the unit until he gets a couple attacks. So maybe we'll start shooting here a little bit. Wouldn't be the worst thing. Okay, let's see if we can't make some ground. So I want you to attack with them. Okay, we have a nice three-way attack. Yeah, look at how smooth this goes.
No problem.
Our one buggy is just going crazy. Yep, a buggy too, not surprised. Yeah, the Gauss weapons here, these are the two Gauss ones, and just absolutely dominating the field. Beautiful. Okay, now you come and fill that gap. All right, we didn't quite get the tank here, which is kind of what I was hoping. There was like no chance, right? But I was hoping. And you go support that. And you know what? You and you attack that. Yeah, get out of here, boogie boy. Get out of here. These are so much more fun to fight than those Guardians with the walkers with assassin droids and warrior droids. Like fighting Gundams. That was so ridiculous. Alright, attacking into here would not be worth my time. Maybe as a recon attack, but not just an individual attack. You know what? Let's keep trying to surround. Let's keep going for the surround. We're just chilling. We're a little thin down here, but I don't think they have time. If they have time to think about that, then they should be doing other things. Let's go there. All right, now we got the good stuff defending all along the line. Okay, we need 200 infantry. And that is it. Wow. Okay, making progress here. And not taking horrendous casualties. I think that is also very relevant in this run. We need to just remember that we cannot be taking thousands and thousands. Okay, it was another city. They are hunters. Okay, hunters not necessarily aggressive. Maybe we actually could get a little Diplo in here. We go to miners. So Xeno Diplomat, that's for the aliens. Offer protection, unification, offer client, peace, annexation. Okay, we don't really have anything to increase their like of us. That's unfortunate. We could offer them client. What are the odds that you would accept a client? I can't imagine you would say yes. Of the 5. Valid target, yeah. We could max roll 232 and the difficulty is 400 and something. Okay, what if we offer you protection? Again, it's over what we can do. So we will probably do an annexation here. So this is a minor diplomacy stratagem. Blah 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 blah. We are at peace. Okay, so it's easier if they are a client or a protectorate. So we may just do a war. We may just attack them. But what we'll do is we'll get in position first. And we obviously after this one. How many people are here? Unknown. Okay. All those spies and we still can't tell how many people live here? I feel like my spies are not doing their work. Okay, also, we have investor backing. I don't hate the idea of pumping a little bit more in here. And we'll save the other ones for when we conquer this town. We're going to have to do some repair work. Do some war games. And a cabinet meeting. There you go. Everyone should be nice and happy. Roll that turn. Okay, what do I want to see? I wouldn't mind if their southern flank collapsed, and I wouldn't mind if they stay here. So I don't actually care what they do, because the plan's the headshot to try to take out the city. Once we do that, they'll go away. And then we either decide if we think we can roll this dude quick, which we have a tech advantage right now, which is letting us do this. If I could just roll both of these, then I free up 2 units to roll up into green. And we could wipe them out. So that would be pretty good. I do see... Okay, he has some troops up here, so... It's probably the best move he could have made there. Not let himself get cut off. Passion. Gained corporations. We learned Light Army Corp. Now, because of the jungle warfare we're doing, I actually don't think this is very useful at the moment, but maybe later it will be. Okay, they're attacking each other in the sea. I literally have no opinion because I have no stakes in that in the moment. Okay, no changes, no changes. A minor worker strike in Kracken. We'll just pay them off. That keeps our diplomacy nice and high. And let's go look at corporations. I don't know if I've ever had that. Maybe this is as high as I've ever been. So private economy bonus 80%. That's pretty ridiculous. And we get the unit feat corporatist officer. Excellent connections in the civil economy. His family does whatever it is necessary to keep him alive. Troops he's embedded with will always stay at initial readiness. So, as long as you're starting at high readiness, I guess that's okay. Yeah, there's definitely better. There's definitely better. But, like, let's say we had him on a tank, and the readiness on the tank was like 110. That would be pretty juicy. Yeah. Private careers, pop happiness bonus plus 100%. And stock market, commerce bonus plus 200%. It's pretty hard. Like, this is already hard to maintain. It would be very unlikely we're going to get up here. But who knows? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, we're losing these pretty quick. Yeah, no reason to look. We're not going to be getting that anytime soon. Okay, food is going down some. Are we cool? We don't have enough workers. Okay, we did have some leave. My Civ is 66. Okay, my Civ score actually went down. What's happening, I think, is that we actually don't have enough private population to work the quality of life things. No, they're working it. Okay, maybe it's actually time that we do a little bit here. The easiest one to do here would be some health and some entertainment. So let's go ahead and drop. Health is hospital.
Yes, sir.
Get that quality of life up a little bit. Okay, now you guys are not supplied, so you cannot end your turn here like this. Sealed road. Yep, bring it right on in. They actually might be okay here. I probably shouldn't attack with them though. Okay, tank. Move here. Okay, we don't have enough AP for this attack to be worthwhile. You though might. You know what? I think that would be okay. We have somewhat of it. Okay, and let's bring in the red guy. He brings some extra concentric bonus. Yeah, from 10%, by adding him, we go up to 40%. Attacking from multiple angles with the same OHQ is worth a lot. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Okay, did we push him out? We sure did. Hey, what was that about me not having supplies? Did you think it was funny to not let me have supplies? Didn't find it very funny. And they should just melt away. All right, what did you have? Rostock. It's a small town. It's a small town of only 200,000 people. Perfect. Perfect. Because we have a 10,000 and we have a less than 100,000. So yeah, we have triple the pop we had 1 moment ago. Nice. That's all I can say. Nice. Because we were in some dire straits. No joke. We were in dire straits. Excellent. Okay, we're gonna need a governor here. Do we have anyone waiting in the wings? We don't. There's no reason to recruit them this turn. We could just do it next turn. I saved myself a few credits for not paying them. We'll just wait. Well, I'm going to stay high on political points for that reason. Okay, you guys. Let's roll the flank, or try to. So come up here. All right, let's wait till he arrives. You, though, could take that. Yeah, we're going to just try to encircle and roll up the flank some here. And that probably means I need you to get closer. We're going to actually do some fighting. Okay, 2 turns on a hospital. I'm so glad that worked out well. Adding that extra guy in there. I don't think that made or broke it, but we basically... Did we even take any loss? Okay, we took a few. But again, we're trading out those tier 2 troops with the Kracken Elite 4s. So they're only getting better. You think it hurts me, but actually it makes me stronger. What's your problem? I thought we built that road. Sealed road. No connection to OHQ. Excuse me? Double excuse me? I'm gonna guess that that's... Didn't we have that territory though? No connection to logistics. I'm gonna assume that that's a weirdity. I actually thought we built that road because I said, oh, I'm gonna connect it in here. Maybe graphically it's just not showing up and it's actually there. Let's go ahead and roll a turn and see what's what. If that keeps saying that, I have literally no idea unless we're at max distance or something, but I don't know how that would work. Because we're definitely not. We built that little gas station. We're definitely within range. He says worrisomely. Because I do need to hook that city up to my logistics network or we're going to have some bad times. And all of his troops melt away. Okay, we need to make a decision if we're going to attack this guy. And I think the answer is yes. I think we're just going to blitz him down. Okay, a different green. What I don't want... Yeah, and there's another thing. If this is another major, I don't want them coming in here and taking this. It's mine, not yours. Mine. More fuel deposits. Passion. Fate point. Deep core mining. I know I don't think deep core mining is actually useful on this planet. Weirdly enough. Oh, we got a rush. We finally got a rush. Very nice. Okay, here. Sealed road. Oh, okay. The cost here is the problem. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. And then I do want to make that connection, but we're going to go here, and then we just don't have enough. So that's what was going on. Okay, I'm a lot less worried than I was about 2 seconds ago, because I was very worried 2 seconds ago. Okay, move up, move up. I think we're going for it. I think we've got a taste of victory, and we can't say no. Yeah, we could just get so close to the capital. Let's take the road with the tanks. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Yeah, we'll swing these guys up to take positions for guarding the town until it cools off. The town itself, are you cranky? Just a bit cranky. A bit cranky. That's okay. It's all right. We'll make you less cranky. Okay, national budget, no changes. No changes. Independence rallies in Rostock. Let's not do that yet because we don't have a governor. And to get the governor, we want to play cards. We have 2 civilians.
Acknowledged.
By the way, I did get a comment from Vic. He did check out the suggestion video I made. So hopefully he liked some of the constructive criticism. If nothing else can change, I hope the recruit thing changes. I would be very surprised. I feel like it's an oversight that we have to come in here and look at people that we're recruiting. So that's my hope. If I only got one. Okay, another civilian.
Acknowledged.
A cap 1. I'm not very interested in that. Okay, this is getting embarrassing. Okay, next we'll take a junior.
Order acknowledged.
Okay, a different cap 2. 24, 36, 20. Okay, let's actually add some stats. Charisma and intelligence. Apparently we're going to be bouncing in and out of here a whole bunch. Okay, give me another junior. Another cap 2. Our highest intelligence is 30. So 30 and 30. Okay. Not in love with that.
Order acknowledged.
We're going to be bloating our pool here, aren't we? I think that was another cap 1. Can I order this by intelligence, please? We're in. This is our best city, ironically enough. So we actually need somebody who's not a Goomba in here.
Order acknowledged.
And you know what? I'm tired of going back and forth. Let's just do 2 recruits. Wow. How the heck did we not get a single cap 3 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 recruits? All right, well, this guy's in. At least his natural point is at 77. So Nick Newland is our man, at least for now. And he is in here. That's useful.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and appoint him. No, we're not going to upgrade the city yet. They want to buy. They're buying at a good price. Okay. They want to buy 31,000 population for 7K. Get bent. Never talk to me or my population again.
Yes, sir.
That is ridiculous. That is a stupid price. What, you want a bulk discount or something here? Okay, and then we are gonna crack down the rallies. We did fail. Okay, not in love with that. Okay, also that made my advisor mad, which reminds me, I totally meant to come back in here at some point and see what our advisor was doing. Call, attach. Yeah, he was doing nothing. I'll tell you what you're gonna do now. You're gonna help Newland.
Roger that.
Pray that we can keep this place on some measure of order. Okay, now, I actually don't mind if we bleed plop a little bit because they're gonna go to my other cities. So the first thing I'm actually gonna build here is gonna be the barracks.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna try to use that to help calm things down. And I'm gonna leave these 2 units here so we don't get too spicy. Ooh, speaking of too spicy, how about 58 rads? Okay, that's not too bad. That's just enough to give a little flavor to your food. Yeah, help you see in the dark when you mark your territory. Okay. For a second, I thought we were gonna have some spiciness here. I bet you it came from this. One of the crashed ships that landed, blew up, reactor went critical or something. All right, and who are you? Arachnid Hive? We have not been getting information about Arachnid Hive. Okay, I'm not happy about that. I wish that was another miner. Maybe that's where all the people went. They got eaten by the spiders. That's horrible. All right, here's what it is. Come on in, boys. Let's see if there's any troops back here. I am curious. All right, we're gonna wait at least one turn before we start. Again, I'm looking to get some experience for the RPGs more than anything else. If we get some kills, cool. If we don't, we don't. Do I want to give them? Let's see. If I was gonna give them something, no. That's defense only. Okay, no. I could give them rush, but rush is really good. I want to save that for you and I actually care about, at least until we get a second one. All right, now leaders, 0 retirement. We want the reserve pool. All right, start clearing this out. I wish it would show me what their cap was here. Okay, you are one I don't care about.
Acknowledged.
We failed.
Order acknowledged.
We failed. Okay, his difficulty is 21. We're not going to be able to get it off of this. Let's do this one.
Order acknowledged.
There we go. I need to be paying a little more attention to that. Okay, next guy. He's a 2. All right, you're next. Gray Scan Moon. 0 retirement. We failed. Let's give him a bronze.
Order acknowledged.
We failed. 3d20 and we rolled a 19. All right, do it again.
Acknowledged.
failed. All right, we're out of juice for the time being. Oh, that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck a lot. And we are losing a smidgen of food at the moment, I see. Can I also call you this turn in zone order? Okay, so Rostock. I think that's fine name. You are unincorporated. Will allow emergency food. I am going to give you... I'm going to just do the same, about a 50 credit budget. The worker salary is going to be the same as everyone else. It's going to be at 7. Actually, let's start this one at 6 because I do want people to move. Okay, recruits. I am going to have them start recruiting 500. No. 500. And I think we're going to turn off our capital for a little bit. Yeah. Confirm orders. I don't think we're going to have a problem with that. I'm going to make sure that recruit works. And if it does, then we're going to go turn our capital recruit off for just a little bit while the population rebalances. I also could... Well, we don't have any point. I was saying we could play like a recruitment card here, maybe. All right, let's go ahead and take that turn. I am so glad that we just bullied our way in there. That was pretty vital, if I'm being honest. Oh, no, look at that. Look at that. All right, that also makes me think maybe we should try to do another round of upgrades over here, make sure everyone's up to speed. And we may actually just start actually attacking. Because if they're just going to run away like that, maybe we build an independent arty unit. Decisions. We do have a buggy over here. The buggy, though, is made up of the tier 1s that are not particularly good. Man, I really wonder if we can just blitz this dude. I have a sneaky suspicion we can. We need to... Okay, we just discovered medium tanks. Got some metal. Got some GR infantry. Some machinery. Some GR automatus. I think that's robot bunkers, if I remember right. And there's the spooters. Okay. Yeah. It's you guys. Can I move you? Yeah, see, they don't have any move. You have to strap move them. Ironically enough. For now, yeah, go here. I'm actually going to do that. All right, you are making your way up. You guys are up to speed. You guys are not. Okay, so let's do the Xeno zippers. All of you do it. Yeah, this looks good. All of you do it. Okay, that does look good. Okay, so if you're just gonna fall back when I approach, then I'm not gonna say no.
We're under fire.
Okay, bumped into somebody. That's okay. It's gonna happen with jungle warfare when we don't have the recon around. Okay, so you stretch the line. You reinforce him. Okay. I hope they're feeling that noose tighten up a little bit. We have enough to get another recruit. Could I get them here by chance? Probably not because I did all that. Actually, not bad. So what would I want? Probably another infantry group. Motorized would not be good for this terrain. An actual infantry group would be better for my assaulting, or we could go independent. Maybe one of our mechanized artilleries. I normally would not like we've done these before. We've done like super weapon ones. The problem is they use so much ammo that unless we have like railroads, it can be hard to supply these. But this is kind of what I'm gonna need over here. We'll have the buggies attack for recon. They're going to die out. We'll get the tier 2s and they should be fine. And then we arty them, and then we have our infantry attack. I think we're going to do that. Hold on, though. Where am I going to get this? Let's actually get this over here. Can I recruit him on the front by chance? No. No logistics. How about right here? Yes. Okay, so I want the mechanized artillery. 50 Rockies. We'll see how they do, and then maybe we'll give them a cooler name if we like them. All right, and you guys are going to be actually, weirdly enough, under the first. That's who these guys are. Okay, and then here, you guys are going to go take over on PD duty. You're going to go make sure he doesn't get in. Okay, so we've not technically declared war yet. Let me get through these first. No new organization. Sure, give me a model tank, but we're going to do it right this time. Come in here, medium tank, new blueprint. All right, now for me, my mediums are always the first high velocity gun if I can hold out. This is always a bit of a tricky one. I like the big gun because this is the most armor that you could put on a light tank, so it's guaranteed pins. But I think we're going to downgun it because I feel like we're way ahead in tech. We may even downgun it again. And then let's give them enough armor that we shouldn't have any problems. 50%. 10% extra. That's all. This does give us room to grow if we need to up their stats. It's keeping it nice and cheap. We could recruit like one auxiliary group of these guys. So we have one HE group and one high velocity group. I don't hate that idea if we need them. Okay, I think I've convinced myself. Medium tank, follow that blueprint. That's different than how I normally design those. Okay, so I don't have enough points. It's still just independence. I want to customize these. So no, thank you. Theft of equipment by workers. This is our new city. Okay, so 500 credits. This isn't terrible. That makes people very mad, though. This one doesn't make us too mad. Let's go with that. There's always a little bit of theft. They want to buy my IP. Okay, I kind of need to get that road finished at some point. But they are paying at least 2 credits, so we'll say yes. Okay, so minor. Oh, first of all, spy. Give me a spy in there. Minor nation. Minor war. Execute. We're now at war. The reason you want this card, if I violate their borders, depending on how high your fist is, you're going to piss off your leaders. And it can be like deadly amounts of being pissed off. Like they do not like it when you have quote unquote unprovoked wars. I would disagree, but that's what they tell me. Okay, hop over there. Okay, what is the chance that we can just literally blitz them? I'm gonna shoot my shot. If this could be a one-turn war. Okay, these look like they're very primitive. These, yeah, hunters. I think they have like, I mean, surely they don't have melee weapons, right? But they don't look good. Yep. That's the type of war that Babel likes to fight. Short and victorious. Boom. Okay, but we have the spiders. So, yeah, that's going to be a thing. Okay, still 100,000. So we just gained 300,000 pop compared to our 100,000 that we had before. That's going to be a big deal. We also have that cultural adjustment card, but Nick is so garbage. I think we're going to keep trying to cycle leaders and look for somebody better, especially because we're going to have somebody else next turn, or another governorship next turn. So we will have to do that. Here. Oh, we're a little over time. That's all right. We'll play it out. Okay, this is where I want to get him some XP. It says we wouldn't do very well. It says we would do okay. Let's try it. I'm mostly interested in trying to get some experience for my RPGs, so... Yep. Those look like a militia group, if I'm being honest. Yeah, interesting. Okay, another militia group here. Okay, you're redundant, actually. Take that spot. We'll double up. All right, well, our fortunes have changed. Our, let's call it short-term metal is pretty secure. This is pretty high ruins. That's actually really high. We have like 160-ish ruins here, something like that. It looks like they haven't been using them. So metal for the near future, let's say, is fine. That also gets us more rares. And we actually have some population who can work over here, so we could get some more scav points up. That'll be really nice. We are going to need to get this road in. And... no, not from there. From here. All right, we won't be able to finish it this term, but next term we'll hook that in. And I do still want this road to connect here, but it's like 1,000 IP, so we can't afford it at the moment. But, yeah, not bad. We've secured metal. I mean, if we need it at some point, we have unlimited water. Yeah, so we have glaciers there. 112,000 oil, 42,000 oil, 38,000 oil. Where's my other? 141 still. Yeah, we're not even really using this that much. Although, we have spent a decent amount of oil moving our stuff around. So, oil's pretty good. Metal is... I would feel a lot more comfortable if we had another mine. But I'm going to say it's good. It's fine for now. Yeah, I am liking it. Next stop is this. And this... we are at war. This is the Theocratic. Apparently there's slavers here too. Yeah, the major is the Theocratic. And the slavers are the minor. Okay. I wonder if they have a city somewhere. They seem to be like a coastal power. And there's Vermoids. Okay, so this is aliens over here. And I guess we just had a spider land in the middle. Okay, so these guys... I mentioned earlier, but we haven't gotten messages that they've been growing. If we wipe them out now, they'll have these easier level troops, and they won't be the harder ones. I say that, but they're still horrific. But our tanks should be fine against them. So we may be doing a little bit of a bug hunt here, relatively quick. And none of you can get into that city, right? No. Okay. Fortune favors the bold, I suppose. So good job, Kracken Unlimited. Now that we have population, my blood pressure has lowered a few that we were gonna die via running out of population. So lucky that. I'm glad I recognized the problem when I did, and I didn't let that linger on until it became unfixable. All right, as always, if you enjoyed it, leave a like on the video. If you haven't subscribed, I've earned your subscription. I'd love to have you back. If you want to support the channel, you can always leave a super thanks, join me live for a super chat, check out the Patreon, or become a member here on YouTube. All right, Krakens, I'll catch you in the next one. Babble out.